productive. I got groceries. Now we're on a walk. And I'm finishing up to Hoax. That's my goal. I also want to read more of City of Girls. I'm about 50% through. And then if I can, I want to work on Leviathan Wakes today. But it's a big day. I need to film some videos. And what else did I write down? I wrote a bunch of stuff down in my bullet journal today. So I remember I need to film YouTube videos. I'm watching Mansfield Park on Netflix Party with one of my friends at 1. It's like right about noon. I just realized in this moment I haven't eaten yet. Whoops. So gotta do that. I really do love Mondays because they're really fun. Yeah, there's just a lot to do today. So I'm hoping I'll be able to read as much as I want to. But goals definitely are finishing to Hoax and reading day 3 of the read along for City of Girls. If I have time, I want to finish it with day 4. So that's where we're at. Okay, good morning. Just a super quick update because I'm in between 2 work meetings right now. So, okay. Yesterday I finished 2 books. I finished both of them that I talked about while I was walking, which were To Hoax as well as City of Girls. And both of them are really good. To Hoax was hilarious. I laughed out loud so many times while I was reading that book. I listened to it on an audiobook and I felt like the narrators did a really, really good job with it. And City of Girls was really good too. I think I'm still collecting all of my emotions about it and all of my thoughts about it. It was very thought-provoking, and I think it's just going to take some time to really digest everything. But I really loved all of the characters. I really appreciated the story. Vivian, the main character, felt like one of the most real main characters I've read about in a really long time, and so that was really cool. Finished those 2 books and been thinking about... Hi, Boo. Look at her. Oh my goodness. You're so cute. Today's reading plans, I don't fully know yet. I think I've said that often in these vlogs. It's on my radar to finish Leviathan Wakes. You know, we know how I felt about that last week with that spoiler that I shared about things from the book. But I do want to finish it, I think. I think I can handle it. I think it won't be too bad. I think I'm going to read it mostly during the day because reading it at night was no fun. And then I also want to finish The Magician's Nephew and start and finish The Last Battle this week, hopefully. So those are my top 3 books right now. Now, we do know that that could change at a moment's notice. So I finally figured out that I've been really tired because I have allergies. That's neither here nor there. It's Thursday, and let's talk about books. I didn't really record anything yesterday. I think I took a short clip of me reading Leviathan Wakes. That was the only thing I really worked on yesterday. I read 2 chapters of The Kingdom of Back right before bed. I have, 150 pages left in Leviathan Wakes, I think. That sounds right. If you saw my spoilers from last week, I'm going to put spoilers on the screen again real fast. But yeah, there is an alien virus that is killing people. And I don't want to read about that during a pandemic. But the book is like really, really good. And so I've still been enjoying the story. And so I, just read it in the mornings when I can digest everything. And then I read happy stuff later in the evenings when I don't want to read heavier stuff. This sounds so dramatic. I'm sure some people would be DNFing the book, but I have really been loving it. It's just the timing is really hard. The timing takes more effort to process emotionally. So there we are. I am several chapters into The Kingdom of Back, and I'm really loving it. I have 150 pages left of Leviathan Wakes, and I really do like the story, so I'm reading it, even though I do read it in doses. And I'm really excited to restart The Left Hand of Darkness. If I have time in the midst of all of this, I want to start and finish The Magician's Nephew and The Last Battle to finish my Narnia reread. I paused on those, like I said, just so that I could get on top of some of the other stuff that I'd picked up, because I have all spring to finish Narnia, and it's still April, and spring goes through January. June. Yeah. I think that's everything. I am really excited. I'm also really tired. So if you see me being tired and excited at the same time, yep, I am. Good morning. It is 7:59, almost 8 in the morning. I've actually been up since 5. I took care of some housework, and then I've spent the rest of the morning reading. I am going to read as much as I can today because I actually wound up with very little to do with work today, mostly because I had really long days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for work, and I've got another long day coming from you on Sunday, but that's okay. I am working on the Kingdom of Back. Here we go. It's on my Kindle. I'm on page 256, which is the start of a new chapter, as you can see. There are like 300 pages in this book, so my Kindle's telling me I'm 81% done. So I want to finish this one. I've had some toast and tea, but I think I'm going to need to make some more food really soon. And what else do I want to read today? I'm hoping, okay, so I want to finish Kingdom of Back. And then I've noticed that I have 15 chapters left in Leviathan Wakes, and there are usually about 15 or 16 chapters in the Narnia books. So I'm thinking about like doing a couple chapters in Leviathan Wakes and a couple chapters in Magician's Nephew, like going back and forth today, just so that I can take Leviathan Wakes in like smaller doses. I think what I've settled on with that book is that I really enjoy it and I do want to finish it. I just need to give myself space to take smaller chunks at a time so that I can like digest it due to the heavier content during these trying times. But I really do want to get Magician's Nephew done. I've been really wanting to read it recently, and also I'm just in the mood to finish up my spring TBR, my spring reread. So Magician's Nephew and The Last Battle are the last. I'm like looking at them over there, that's why. Sorry. Magician's Nephew and The Last Battle are my last 2 Narnia books to finish for my spring reread, and then I can launch into my summer reread, which I think I'm going to go ahead and let myself start early. I also want to work on The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin, which is for my #savagescififaves project that I'm working on. I read a couple chapters of it yesterday and really enjoyed it. It is just really funny. I mean, it's not actually humorous, but it's just quirky and weird and just good sci-fi, you know? And I've been enjoying it. So those are the 4 books on my radar. We'll see what actually gets done, and I'll check back later. All right, it is about 11:30. I have finished The Kingdom of Back. It took me longer than I wanted it to. I was hoping to finish it around 9:30 or 10. But I had to walk the dog and do some chores and eat some food and all of that. So I listened to The Path of Daggers while I was doing that because I am committed to reading the whole day for 12 hours as much as I can. The Kingdom of Back was really, really good. I listened to a bunch of sonatas by Mozart while I read it. Highly recommend that. It was wonderful listening to his compositions while reading a story about him. It totally made me want to go brush off my music books and relearn a bunch of the sonatas that I used to know. So honestly, I may do that tomorrow. I would do it right now, but I already committed to a day of reading, so it'll have to wait till tomorrow. I think I'll have to do some more chores at some point today, so I'll listen to more Path of Daggers while I'm doing those. I'm 16 hours into it, so I think I have like 7 or 8 hours left in the audiobook. It's really good. Some of the characters are talking about going to war, and I'm really hooked right now. I'm gonna pick up Leviathan Wakes and The Magician's Nephew. I think I'm gonna read a couple chapters of Leviathan Wakes and then switch into Magician's Nephew for a little while. I'm not totally sure. I'm just gonna like follow the mood a little bit. But those are my plans for the next several hours. Eat, chores with audiobook. I guess eat with audiobook. And then some combination of Leviathan Wakes and Magician's Nephew. So Hopefully I can also work on Left Hand of Darkness today, but if not, that's okay. I'll be able to read it a lot tomorrow unless I spend the whole day playing the piano. So that's the update for now. Let's talk about Leviathan Wakes. I'm not done with it yet. I have 7 chapters left, but I'm so hooked. I have read the past 10 chapters like candy. Like freaking sci-fi space faring candy. Oh, it was worth it. Okay, look, I know. I was being tested. I was being tested there in that middle portion. I know it. But my mind is blown right now. So much is happening. I can't handle it. I have to go finish reading. I have to go finish it right now, but I just had to tell you because, wow. That's all I got right now. All right, we did it. All, what, 560? Yes, 561 pages of Leviathan Wakes. They're done. It was a wild ride. I have mixed feelings about this book. I think that it's very well done. It's a very realistic portrayal of where science will likely take us as far as space exploration goes. I really enjoyed the characters. Well, you follow 2 main protagonists, and I really liked one of them, and I was okay with the other, but the one that I really liked is part of a crew, and I really liked the whole crew. Hi, do you want to come up? You gonna come lay down again? Hello. I still have my blanket around me because I've been just laying on my bed reading all day. I really enjoyed several of the characters, including one of the main characters. I felt like the characters were very realistic. Even the character that I didn't like quite as much, I thought he was still pretty realistic. There were a couple things about it that made it a slower read for me. I mean, it's written very scientifically. I don't know if you can see her. I'm gonna move the camera. Anyway, I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I'm interested in continuing on with the series. However, I'm in the middle of so many series right now that I think I won't continue on with it for a while. But it's probably one of the only sci-fi series that I have open currently, so that may win it some points in my favor. But I probably, even with that, probably won't carry on with this series until I am done with my savage sci-fi favorites, just because I do read a lot of books at the same time, but I try not to overlap genres. And so the fact that I'll probably have a sci-fi open all the time until this project is done, I probably am not going to pick up Caliban's War, which is book 2, until I'm done with Adam Savage's recommended reads because of multiple science fiction books. I hope that should make sense to everyone. It's fine. Yeah, there was a lot that I really enjoyed about it. I thought that it was very realistic. I liked a lot of the characters. It did slow down at times, and the only reason it took me a while to get through the book, I think 4 weeks, but part of that is only because of the pandemic. Because I stopped reading it for 2 weeks in the middle of reading it. I read it for a week and read a good portion of it, the first, 35% or so, and then just stopped reading it until last week when I picked it up and I finished it. Now, today. I would recommend it for people who really love epic high fantasy and want to get into science fiction that feels similar. I would say, it's a tome. It is a tome, so that's true. And I would say the complexity of it, only the first book so far, right? I can only talk about the first book right now, so at least based on the first book. The complexity of it is comparable to the Wheel of Time series, or Stormlight Archives. So it's 3:30. I have 2 hours left on my 12-hour readathon. I'm gonna see how much of The Magician's Nephew I can get done during that time, and I'll let you know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today here. It's almost 5, but I have a baked ziti baking in the oven that's gonna be ready in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna eat, and that will happen like while my 12-hour reading-thon is finishing. And so basically I'm done now. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and stop vlogging for the whole week, as after we eat dinner, we're probably gonna watch one of our shows and then hang out with some of our friends, and tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday, and I make a point of not vlogging on the weekend. I got 4 chapters into The Magician's Nephew. I could have gotten easily halfway through this book. It's 16 chapters long, so I'm a quarter of the way through, and I could have gotten much farther into it, except I got distracted. I watched a YouTube video, I started dinner, I worked on the laundry, and that's okay. I probably read for a good 10 hours today and finished 2 books, which is really good. So that brings my weekly total up to 4 books for the week, because I finished Happen to Hoax as well as City of Girls on Monday, and then I finished Leviathan Wakes and Kingdom of Back today. So that was really good. Over the weekend, like I said, I'm not vlogging. However, I'll probably finish Magician's Nephew. Might also work on The Last Battle as well, see if I can get that one wrapped up, and then Left Hand of Darkness. At least those are the 3 that are priorities. But honestly, guys, my rule for the weekend is that I'm only gonna do fun things, especially on Saturday. That's like our full day off. We go all out. I clean the house on Fridays and get it ready, and then we just have like the most chill, relaxing day ever. We start out with a huge breakfast and just like enjoy the day. Because Saturdays are a huge rest day, and because I work on Sundays, I only read fun things on the weekend. That's all I'm trying to say. So I have things that I have open. The Chronicles of Narnia are for my spring reread project, and then the Left Hand of Darkness is for my Adam Savage sci-fi favorites project. So I might work on those. I might work on a couple other secret TBRs that I have going. I don't know. I think that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope that you guys have a really wonderful weekend, and that you rest a lot and are taking care of yourself during these trying and crazy times. I'm still tinkering around with like an intro and an outro for different things, but we'll see what sticks. So until next time, I hope you're doing a wonderful job taking care of yourself and loving the people around you. Bye. If you hear background music, it's my dog drinking water. The thirsty girl.